am Jamie Green. I will be presenting to you today the effects of child abuse in adult life. A recent study found that 76% of all adults reporting child abuse and neglect have at least one psychiatric disorder in their lifetime. Effects of child abuse in adult life can lead to criminal history, addictions, anxiety, illness, and depression. Research shows child abuse has mental, emotional, and physical effects in adult life. Child abuse affects adults in life in many aspects that are completely avoidable. Child abuse causes psychiatric disorders, chronic health disorders, as well as poor health habits. And victims of child abuse are more likely to commit crime in adult life. With all this in mind, let's take a look at the effects child abuse has on adults in everyday life. Most adults that have a history of child abuse and neglect have or will have a psychiatric disorder in their lifetime. A number of studies have explored the relationship between childhood trauma and later health concerns. Research has found that child abuse contributes to the likelihood of anxiety, depression, addiction, suicide, eating disorders, and sexual disorders. 3 out of 8 children who suffer from child abuse become abusers themselves. The long-term impact of child abuse is far-reaching. Some studies indicate without the right support, the effects of child abuse can last a lifetime. As you can see, the psychological effects of child abuse later in life are painful and devastating. Now let's take a look at other effects child abuse has on adults in life. A recent study conducted in part of Emory University showed that children who are abused or grow up in a dysfunctional household are more prone to obesity, heart disease, cancer, and the study showed that more risk factors they experienced in childhood, the more likely they were to develop common but life-threatening diseases. 2 out of 10 adults who have suffered from child abuse will die from a chronic disease. Now that we have looked at mental and physical effects of child abuse in adult life, let's look at some other various effects that child abuse has on adults. Children who are victims of abuse are said to be 3 to 5 times more likely to commit crimes in adult life than children who are not. Criminal history can include theft, rape, drugs, assault, murder, as well as minor violations such as traffic violations, petty theft, things of that sort. 4 out of 10 adults who have suffered from child abuse will have a criminal background. So knowing the devastating and painful effects of child abuse in adult life, we as a community shouldn't only try to prevent child abuse, but help the individuals who have experienced child abuse to overcome their past and become more productive members of our society. So when does it stop? Child abuse doesn't just affect individuals as children, it affects them as children, adolescents, and adults. It changes the way they see the world, the way that they deal with things. What if we could change that? Thank you so much for your time.